Hello, Alessandrina here, and today I wanted to share about a really interesting conversation that Dexter and I had over the weekend as it pertains to sunscreens and the use of sunscreens, and much deeper than that, meaning that this contemplation about what sunscreen to use and why we use the sunscreens that we use. Where that comes from, the motivation, the energy, and informing our choices. So this is all about how we can evolve our process of informing our choices. So I'll show you two sunscreens. I'm not promoting them, just sharing some of the sunscreens that we use. And this one is a spray, and this one is a cream. And so this is very relevant to the conversation. Both of them are actually farm to face. This one says farm to face, a process of really bringing really natural and wholesome ingredients. And this one also, and they're both reef friendly, which is so important. That is one factor in our decisions when we're choosing sunscreen, is to choose something that's going to have the least impact on the environment where we use them. So this weekend we were going to a creek in a river, and as we were applying some of the spray on our bodies, it became quite obvious that a lot of it was going into the air and then entering the water, that you could see that was going into the water. And understanding that yes, it is reef friendly and environmentally friendly, and yet it is bringing about certain ingredients into the environment that are not the ingredients that the environment is usually influenced by, affected by, or it's not a common ingredient in the environment, and trying to assess the implications of that on the environment. So not just making a choice, oh, if it's environmentally friendly, if it's reef friendly, then it's fine, I can use it. And so our process, we were really focusing on sprays and how, many people are using sprays because it's so fast, and it feels like, well, if we want to cover our bodies with something that's going to protect our skin, then we want it to be fast. So the focus of the conversation was all around it having to be fast, and we felt like there was an opportunity there to reflect on that. So how many of our choices that are not necessarily optimal for ourselves or for the environment come from this sense of lack of time? So if in our choices, if in our decision-making process, we're not questioning that feeling of not having time to do something, and therefore defaulting to a decision and a product, for instance, that is not maybe that we haven't completely evaluated because we're motivated by the fear of lack of time, the illusion of lack of time, then is that optimal? So as we were contemplating that, and essentially whenever making a choice, first becoming aware of what's motivating that choice, and if there is a sense of lack of time in that choice that's motivating that choice, then clearing that, just allowing ourselves to be more present to the moment and to what we're doing. And for instance, if you're going in nature or you're in the sun and absorbing the vitamin D and just enjoying the environment, just being really present and not trying to fast forward to quickly applying the sunscreen so that you can quickly get on to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. So that was one element in the process that we identified, that process of wanting to go to the next thing and then the next and then the next, and not being truly present. So the opportunity here, releasing the fear of lack of time and the illusion of time, so that we can be present to what we're doing. So that was one opportunity. Another opportunity here is, and that's more specific and maybe focused on the task. When we're applying sunscreen, if we're essentially wanting to go fast, we're not really connecting to our bodies and to nurturing our bodies, because the opportunity when you're applying sunscreen to your skin is to love yourself, is to nurture yourself, to massage yourself. Even that, just the massaging of the sunscreen onto your skin can be such a healing process that if you're applying the spray, that might not be available. That opportunity is then not engaged with, and you may not have that experience. So offering also that perspective of realizing the opportunity when we become more present and we do something such as applying the sunscreen on our skin, the opportunity to really nurture ourselves, to love ourselves. And then another opportunity is if you're massaging the lotion onto your skin, what is the impact of that on your ability to actually also, as you're massaging and really moving energy into your body, to optimally absorb vitamin D, to optimally be in the nature and process and essentially integrate all of the elements in nature around you through this process of awakening. So in Qigong, for instance, one of the things that you can do is to massage your body when you first wake up, to just go from area to area and to wake up the body. So when we're applying the spray, same thing, we maybe just, once it's applied, just maybe quickly layer it, or lathered it onto the skin, and then that opportunity to wake up the body, to really allow yourself to be present and to be more connected to your body and the bodily function, and to wake up the organs and your whole system, your whole energy system, then you would be missing also that opportunity. So I wanted to share this with you because it was very profound for us to go through that process of assessment of the different opportunities when making a choice. This is applied to sunscreen. You can apply it to anything, asking yourself, what is my motivation and what are the opportunities to make a choice that is even more loving, more nurturing, more grounded, more balanced, more harmonious with the natural world, and also with myself and with everyone around me. And when we start questioning the way that we're making choices and also what's motivating our choices, and we find parts that are motivated by maybe things that are not as harmonious and balanced for ourselves and the natural world and people in the world and other sentient beings, then we can then resolve that and make a more conscious and loving choice. I hope this is helpful to you. It was really helpful to us to have those reflections, and we wanted to share them with you. Much love.